Hey, what's up? Before you guys bully me into submission, I must clarify that this video is not targeting anybody. I was inspired by no one. Okay, maybe I am, okay? So, this video is about why do people flex, and including personal anecdotes and supposed scientific research and just evidence online. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what flexing is, I will give you a slight explanation on it. So don't quote me on this. I did not come from this from Harvard or Cambridge Dictionary. It's just my own definition. Flexing is basically when a person shows off his materialistic possessions, or right now it could be digital, which is dumb as heck because of NFTs and JPEGs. They are effectively JPEGs anyway. Also, back to the point, showing off materialistic items in order to attain affection, attraction, and some compliments, maybe, perhaps. Perhaps the most primary or the best example of flexing is probably among celebrities, or more namely, rappers, who flex the money. They literally have cash on their hands, and they do this with big stacks. And when they go sneaker shops, when you go to Complex or whatever, they don't pay with a credit card. They pay with, like, they open this huge bag and there's some cash in there. They put it on stack, on stack, on stack, rack on rack on rack. They're Uzi. Or namely, they flex about their cars, they flex about their crib or their house, they flex about their pets, they flex about the JPEGs they purchased, or they flex about getting money, which is also the first one I mentioned. Damn. Now, don't misunderstand me. Not all rappers do this, and not only rappers do this. Celebrities such as movie stars, actors, which is, I guess, coincide the same thing, artists or musical artists, which is also coincide the same thing, or perhaps models also flex. Now, perhaps the most surprising flex is from, like, students.
I'm not calling out anybody. None of my friends do this. If you feel called out, it's not my fault. And if you called out and if you feel offended, and you should probably seek help. Hey, that rhymed. Nice.
Now, what do students most likely flex? Most likely shoes, and most likely clothes. And now, containing all of these people, what platform do they flex on? Mainly social media, but mainly Instagram, since it's more of a photo-based platform. Enough of me enraging all age groups. These hands are indeed rated E for everybody. We're not here to dive deep and roast some people. I'm here to explore the psychology, the benefits, or the cons, I guess you can call it that way, of the art of flexing. It all started with evolutionary biology signaling theory. Basically, since the dawn of civilization, we had to signal the opposite sex as means of reproduction. Oh man, this is really awkward to say it out loud. Animals flex as well. Think of a peacock's tail. Does it really need to be that big and colorful? Over time, evolution has changed the mechanisms of how we signal, and technology has only made it worse. Unfortunately, we want to be portrayed online as someone suitable to mate with. A suitable mate means rich, attractive, smart, popular, all those things we were self-conscious about in high school. And as a high schooler myself, I don't really care about that much about this stuff. But I guess that's more of a subjective manner. Now, on the mating part, I don't know. I mean, I get it. It can be one certain motivation. Now, let's get on to a second example. For example, flexing on the gram. It has become a trend, basically, with celebrities such as Lil Pump flexing on Instagram to prove they have just made it to the top of the pyramid. When people critique for his rapping skills, which by the way, rightfully so, he is pretty damn trash, Lil Pump shows off his wealth and expensive clothing, using them as proof for his worthiness. This sounds super duper sad. So they're just proving if there's valuable in this world. We share what we want the others to think about us. We want to shape our good image. But however, have we ever stopped to consider that, should we do this? Should we share what we're always doing? Should we show only the nice parts of their lives? Are they immune to bad days? Or could they be lying themselves and be living in this little world that needs to be bursted in this little bubble? When people flex harder, they usually have lower self-confidence, some people say, and some studies show. Now, I'm sure that most people have heard that like millionaires and billionaires don't really own expensive vehicles, which I mean, yeah, sometimes I agree with, but most of the time I don't. I mean, they have the money to buy it, why not? Now, what I've just said before are all criticisms of flexing and why people do them. Now, I myself have my own personal opinions. I myself don't see a problem with flexing of what you earned, what you own by yourself, and what you rightfully deserve. Hard work can be indeed flexed. Items that you worked hard for can indeed to be flexed. Clothing that you put together and fashion that you think looks good can indeed be flexed. The problem is it has to be your own work. Do not try and attempt to flex what you don't own. If you flex off other people, if you flex off your friend's car, if you flex off, I don't know, a store, it's just pathetic. No other better word to describe it. My dog is barking, god damn it. Now to answer, my gosh, the dog. Now to answer the biggest question of them all, to flex or to not flex. Okay? Now the answer to this question is yes. Do them both. Whatever suits you best, do it. It is my dog. It is your own life, which I cannot judge. Just make sure of what you flex are things that you rightfully deserve. Thank you for coming to this educational TED Talk. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.